Thank you for joining us for episode 11 of the Level With You show. Now, before we kick things off, I wanted to outline a few changes that we're making going forward. We've had a lot of fun and learned a lot so far on this podcast/YouTube journey, but we want to take it to the next level with you. After considering feedback from friends and ourselves, we are making a few adjustments to make the show more concise, entertaining, and engaging for you, the audience, and our audience-to-be. We've decided to kick the show off with Cruisin' for a Newsin'. We're also making a concerted effort to prepare more so on that front so our opinions are better informed and we can relay the stories to you in an accurate and worthwhile fashion. Our discussions here will be brief because we want to make you feel like you've made a worthwhile decision to watch the show, even if it's only for the first 10 minutes. The more relaxed banter that you're used to will come later on in the show. Our new semi-regular segment, which will follow, is called GOTM, or Game of the Month. Despite our busy schedules, varying tastes, and wallet sizes, we've decided that we can dedicate ourselves to one game a month that everyone agrees to play. These will usually be new releases, and our first two have already been decided. This month, we all take a deep dive into Pyre, and next month is Destiny 2. Our hope is that this makes for a more engaging discussion, and opportunity for disagreements, potentially other videos, and other content creation. We hope that you'll play along too and give us feedback on what you'd like to see in future GOTMs. If there are other games we are playing, we'll also discuss them if we think you'll find it interesting. We know we've gotten a little long-winded in the past, and we want to value your time as a viewer or listeners. Some things are still subject to change. This is still a young show, and we want to continue creating it for a long time. We really appreciate that you have stuck with us this far. We really appreciate it, and remember, friends, stay level. And now, on to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of the Level With You show. My name is Wiley Umstead. This week I'm joined by Tyler Hadley.
Howdy, guys.
Anthony Duart.
Hey, I do art and I shave my beard.
Brandon Sucott.
Hello.
Scott. All right, so thanks for joining us this
Seacott.
week.
Seacott, Wiley. It's Seacott.
Oh, I'm fucking sorry, man. I should definitely know that by now.
I drew on my phone as years as Sakati.
Every
With an extra
time.
E.
It's
What- and this is
time.
the 11th week we've been doing it, and this is the first time you've called me out on it. So
I thought we were tight.
You're like every telemarketer. Brandon Seacott there? Nope.
I'm also not eating dinner.
Thank you.
So what's everybody been up to? We've been gone for a bit. We're back, better than ever, ready to make a great show. But what's been going on?
Well, for me, I'm super close into moving into my new house.
The
A whole house.
being an
whole
odyssey
house.
of the house buying. Now we get it. It's a big deal.
A whole house. It's this big.
It's actually a hole in the ground that you've put a tarp over.
Yeah, it's like
This house is a
it's a
home.
lavatory. It's got a moon on it.
Time Magazine actually put out an article. They said something about you.
My house.
Yeah,
you
about
saw
your
that
house
one?
and you putting some sort of a studio in there.
Yeah.
Rumor
I
has it.
got some
These are-
plans and stuff like that. I mean, who knows? Who knows how long you'll see this blue and orange wall? I mean, who knows?
Soak it up while you can. It's just like the sponge.
Exactly.
My life's a mess. My computer broke. I peed my pants. I didn't pee my pants yet. No, my computer broke, so I had to spend a quite big chunk of cash to get that fixed, and I'm still waiting on the parts.
He took a knife to it and just killed it.
Yeah, I kicked it over. And
Fixed
then
it, broke
everywhere.
it, fixed it.
Fixed it, worked for it a day, less than 24 hours, and then broke again. But within those 24 hours, I did manage to buy 20 cheesy beefy potato burritos from Taco Bell.
Yep, it's been a rough one.
It was a great decision.
It pushes me right through it, and it just pushes it right out of you.
Great decision on all parties.
How many people were eating these?
Well,
4 to
the
5.
second
each.
10, it was 3.
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
got one
so
of
that's
those
3.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's not.
You
that
want a
bad
good
then.
breakfast? Look no further.
I had 4, so I had more than them.
That's true.
I asked you to share, and you didn't share.
That's
No, you
generous.
didn't.
You said everyone wants to split it, and then I was like, oh, and you're like,
You did not say that.
it was like eating Thanksgiving. at
Shut
John
up,
Goodman's house.
peasant! It was something
False.
like that.
It's okay. I can do
I
this now.
am a sharer.
Oh, I also shaved my beard.
That's the
Shared
last
my
time I
beard.
shared
Shared
with
it
you.
So that's
my
all gone
girlfriend.
now.
We still have the stash though.
Still have the stash.
Thank God.
Loving it.
Yeah, I
Loving
like
the
it.
stash.
Yeah, I like now that we have a mustache guy and a beard guy, and then you know,
Baby
prickly
boys.
guy.
Prickly guy.
Yeah,
Prickly
I'm the peach.
You're Prickly Falls Sticker Brush Symphony. Sticker Brush Symphony boy.
I'm Brapton James and the Giant Peach.
Yes. I'm the bachelor of the group, so anybody who's
Speaking of bachelors, I don't think I'll be being one of those for quite a while. I got
Wow.
engaged.
Yay! Congratulations!
Your life is
Congratulations!
Just kidding. I'm very happy for you.
What's his name?
I'm very happy for
No,
you.
but
It's a good.
no,
I'm proud of you.
congratulations.
Anyway.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm excited. It's been good so far. It was did it over vacation. Took about half an hour to get the answer.
You got naked, start touring a lobster around in the restaurant when she was just like, I don't know, and you're like, give me an answer. I'm gonna keep embarrassing you.
Underwear.
That's exactly how it went down. I didn't even tell you that. How did you
Yeah.
know?
I saw.
One
Yeah,
knees
Shot
for
in your eyes.
pussies.
Yep. So we're moving right along this week. We're gonna switch it up from how we usually go. We've decided that we're gonna start it off with cruising for a newsin. We think that
Skip me.
it's just
Yeah.
I thought we already talked about you.
How was yours?
What do we say about me?
You don't
know,
have
you
My
got
last name?
contacts?
My last name?
You got contacts.
I got contacts.
All right, real quick, catch us up.
And I got my job back.
Yeah.
So
Yay,
now,
congratulations.
now I have income to recklessly buy things.
That's what I'm talking about. You need those amiibos.
Buy me
Yep.
computer
Yeah.
parts.
That's how we
So we decided that cruising for a newsin was a better way to kind of get into the show, kind of give you the things that you need to know right up front.
Mhm.
That way, if you want to keep on watching, hear about what we've been playing, etc., kind of getting into a little bit more depth, you can do that after. So yeah, we want to value your time. We want you to feel like, even if you don't watch the entire video, that you at least learn some stuff.
They already heard all this. At
Well,
the beginning of the video.
That's
Remember,
not up yet.
Remember that thing we recorded?
Yeah, I do
it's
remember.
all at the
Well,
beginning.
In
Yeah.
summary, please
Anyway,
don't stop
so-
watching us and keep watching us make funny faces and
So,
entertain you as we talk about video.
without further ado, cruising for a newsin. We're gonna have real sound effects very soon. I can almost promise that.
I like
Those
fake
were
sound
those were
effects.
the
Yeah,
real
that wasn't
ones.
bad. Anyway,
What is
so
real?
one thing that really caught my interest this past couple weeks, Dragon Quest XI was released in Japan, sold over
Ooh.
2 million copies in 2 days.
2 million dogs.
Yeah, and so it released on the PS4 and 3DS, slowed slightly more on the 3DS.
Ooh, That's pretty cool.
That's more than Pokemon.
So
Really?
that
Shit.
yeah, that was one thing that I just because
Oh, it's huge
obviously
over
there's
there.
way less people in Japan than there are in the U.S. So you got to factor that in. But
Dragon Quest is also way bigger in Japan than it is here.
oh yeah, of course.
Mhm.
But Dragon Quest is kind of like that Persona in Final Fantasy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like those are the 3 biggest series in Japan as far as sales go.
I wouldn't say Persona as much.
No?
Probably the Shin Megami Tensei, like that genre. Like those range of games are pretty big, but like it's definitely up there. I don't know if I'd call it like the big 3
Okay,
with it, but
maybe I'm wrong about that. But
not
anyway,
wrong, it's just different opinions.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, what else would you put into that? Do you have any idea?
For categories, let's see. For Japanese RPG, I'd probably say, of course, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and then there.
I mean those
is-
are the big 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much
Is there
everything
another
else.
one?
Think about let's see.
I have no idea.
I call you out, now I'm on a spot. Now I can't think of anything. And I look like an asshole. I got a
See what I did
stupid
there?
mustache. It's all falling apart. Oh, look at that
Well-
conveniently placed RPG magazine right there. Let's see
No,
what.
we can flip through it after.
This, God.
Anyway,
Pokemon.
Just look at all the characters. What can you find?
Yeah, probably Pokemon.
this is kind of the first mainline Dragon Quest in a while. People are getting really excited about it, and it was announced that it is coming to the U.S. Wonder if it's going to have the same success that we've seen with Persona 5 over here. I know that hasn't been selling gangbusters here, but it's at least doing well enough for them to justify the cost of bringing it over, which is substantial with a game of these sizes. They're like 100-hour
Weeaboos.
games. You got to put in a lot of work to make them for Western audiences, but they're also getting Dragon Quest 1 through 3 released. Maybe they're starting to get bit by the remaster fever that we're getting so much of over here.
Yep.
Those have been out for the phones for a while, and 3 was made on the Game Boy Color way back when.
Oh wow!
I had that. I got it one Christmas. I'm sad I don't know where it is anymore, but
Getting re-released for 3DS
Um,
or 3DS and PS4.
probably in the eShop.
I
think.
believe it is both, but I am not sure.
Why not Switch?
It's coming to it's coming
I
to
would
Switch.
imagine
Is it?
it's
Dragon
coming
Quest,
to
yeah,
Switch.
it's coming to Switch.
Switch needs more
but it
games
is
on
not
there.
out yet.
You guys all have Switches?
I don't.
I do.
Okay. You guys do.
Unite.
So anyway, I know you're kind of the JRPG guy. What's your feeling on the Dragon Quest series?
I like them. I think they're pretty good. The newest, I liked 8 a lot. 8 was one of the first ones I played back. Actually, no, that's a lie, because 3 was, and I was a stupid young little kid, and I was like, what is this? This is dumb! And you couldn't, like, save, because it was very old school, like, top down, and you get to make your party, which I thought was really cool. And it was very, like, I liked seeing my characters fight. Like, I grew up on Pokemon. That was, like, one of my first video games, besides Super Mario 64. And, you know, you get to see a little shitty back sprite of your Pokemon. And I was really thrown off when I first played it by you couldn't see your character. I was like, what? I was like, there's monsters, but those are my monsters.
Yeah, it's the same as in Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like you see the enemy party, and then you have your menu below you. So it's like fight, item, run
that's
away.
how it was way back when.
But they're pretty cool. They've thrown some cool innovations in there. The last, I think, I want to say the numbered title was came out on the regular Nintendo DS here, and that was Dragon Quest IX, which was cool if you had friends to play with, because it was local multiplayer. I don't know if it was online. It might have been online, but like within the area through Wi-Fi. And you can party up with people. You can make your own characters. You can choose classes. Pretty much basic hardcore JRPG.
And last year, or maybe it was even early this year, Dragon Quest VIII was re-released for 3DS. Did you play that?
Oh yeah, I actually got that like 2 days after it came out. I was looking forward to it. It's
Nice.
very nice. They did a good job remastering it. It ran really slow on my PlayStation 2 when I first got it. That was a big thing for me, because I put so many hours in that game, and I think at least a quarter of those hours was sitting waiting for the game to load, because I was so bad at it.
Bad times.
For the PS2,
Yeah,
but
I heard they made some real improvements.
It's a really good game. I'd highly recommend checking it out. Dragon Quest VIII for the 3DS if you have not played it yet, because it is fun.
Good to know.
If you like RPGs.
Next up on our list, we've got some news coming out about Middle-earth Shadow of War, the sequel to the 2014 Shadow of Mordor.
I know nothing about this.
All right.
I've seen very limited gameplay.
Educate me.
What, did you play the first game? Anybody?
Did I? No, I watched my friend play it, and it's kind of like an Assassin's Creed-y kind of game.
It's like kind of a mesh of Assassin's Creed, Batman, and Prince of Persia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Prince of Persia.
Yeah, Prince of Persia, actually, very accurate. But I remember watching him trying to fight this one goblin man, and like they power up like as they're fighting you. So like if you like run away, it'll power up. So then all of a sudden he couldn't do stealth attacks to him. He just couldn't beat him anymore, so you just had to run away from him.
Yep, you had to do that sometimes.
Yep.
It was just on sale for $4, and I bought it on Steam. Now I can't play it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to try it out when I do get access to play it.
It's a really good game. Giant Bomb gave it Game of the Year in 2014.
You fave.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't like Assassin's Creed games. I'm not super into them, but Shadow of Mordor looks like
it plays much smoother to me.
It
doesn't
looks
feel like you've
a
got
lot smoother.
great agency over what you want your character to do. When
Yeah.
you're running up walls and you're, crossing ledges, making jumps, it felt really good, and that's what made the game work so well. But so the new details that have come out, it seems like it's going to be quite microtransaction heavy.
Oh, that's so
It's got
disappointing.
everything from
All the time.
XP boosts to let's see, it says loot chests that contain gear, aka weapons and armor, varying rarity. Equipping and upgrading these weapons and armor enhance Talions, I believe that's the main character's name, character abilities. Loot chests can also contain XP boosts that help level up him faster. That doesn't seem good to me. It seems like they're essentially making this a pay-to-win type
Freemium.
of game.
Yeah.
It is essentially a single-player game.
Yeah,
as far as I know, there aren't multiplayer components, so I mean,
why would you want to do that in like a game that's only single? But they can't like, hey, dude, look at how sick I'm doing in my single player game that you can't play.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
it's
let
like
me play.
almost admitting that that people aren't going to want to put in the time to get it themselves.
That shows bad game design right there, because it's like, oh hey, we have this option, so if you don't want to do this thing that we really didn't want to go back and fix
for all the narcs
Easy
out there
mode.
who don't wanna, novice.
Yeah. Well, didn't you played Dead Space 2, right? Isn't that when they is or 2 or 3 when they put because there's microtransactions in one of those, right?
Three possibly. I never explored into that while playing it. I just played through 3, and
That's what I thought was weird.
Yeah, that's not that great of a game.
You know what also had microtransaction was really weird. Bravely Default. You now own that game. You could do microtransactions in it to do. You could like store attacks. It had a different play on like the JRPG turn-based battle system, but you could store called defaulting. You could store like your attack turns, and then you'd be able to do like a super crazy like team up attack by summoning a friend with Street Pass. And you can only do one of those a day, like in real time.
Oh, okay.
But if you spent currency in the game, you could be like, oh, you could do it like this X amount of times. But it was really dumb, and I didn't see any reason. It really kind of brought down the whole feel of the game for me to see that it
The
improved
friend
that.
pass thing is kind of cool.
So you didn't feel like it was going to hinder your experience if you didn't spend the money.
Right.
Okay.
It
So
didn't do
that
anything
doesn't
for
seem
me.
like it's as egregious as what this might be. And who knows, maybe it won't be bad. Maybe it'll end up being something that, is only for the people that are really lazy and don't want to actually put forth the time.
Yeah.
But still, to me, it makes me a little bit less excited about the game as a whole. Hoping that they,
Buy one of every microtransaction. Platinum trophy.
How lazy can you get? That's like sitting down and playing Wii bowling.
Or that's
like,
or that's like in the new when they re-released Final Fantasy VII for the PS4 and Steam. There is now a no random battle mode. You can switch all random battles off and just focus on the story.
Why would you want to? How do you level up?
You don't. You just skip all the battles. You don't have to fight anything.
Oh wow!
it's just
There's
a
no
walk.
point. It's just a walk.
Just a nice walk.
You can play Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, the movie, the game, the walk.
I don't know. I might be down with that. I hate random battles so much.
No, my Final Fantasy VII is so good.
I
It's
know it
played,
is.
and everyone's like, it's the best Final Fantasy. I don't care. It's fun to me. I like it. Final Fantasy VI is great too. But that's my nostalgia factor. That's
Anyway,
the first one.
so wait and see on the. I started to cut you off. I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay. I didn't mean to hit Tyler. I'm sorry.
As your lawyer, I wouldn't allow that.
Anyway, wait and see on Shadow of War. Sequel to a great game. Hope it checks out. We got some new info about Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. I'm excited for this. It's going to release on November 7th. $14.99 if you pre-order. $19.99 otherwise. Also going to be the same day the Xbox One X releases. Just a fun fact.
Xbox One S.
So,
That's gonna be so good.
I gotta let you guys borrow Horizon once.
Oh, I meant
yeah,
to tell you, Wiley. My boss just bought that. She was telling me about it. She's like, "It's awesome."
It
And
is
I was
awesome.
like,
It looks awesome.
Did Horizon come with the option of a season pass for extra content?
I
Or
don't think it did.
Most games do.
Most games do, but I feel like it wasn't ever confirmed when it came out that there would be single player DLC.
yeah, I don't.
Did
I
it
don't
do
know. I don't
really
remember.
well
Yeah, I don't-
when it came out?
Oh yeah, it sold really well. It sold over I know over 8 million, but I think it sold for a couple million. I don't have the numbers though, but it exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
blast processing.
So that's exciting. I really, definitely one of my favorites of the year so far. I look back on it fondly. I think about going back and platinuming it, but it's all just collectibles.
Yeah,
I
one of
feel-
those collectathons, kind of like
yeah,
the
it's
Batman Arkham
tedious.
games.
Yeah, and it's just
You
like
love that shit.
I wish
right?
I do.
I wish
It's
I had
'cause I have
spaced it out
OCD.
more because it wouldn't have been so bad. Like I kind of didn't do it enough when I was still had story things to look forward to. Now it just feels like too much of a grind.
Just go back and be like,
Yeah.
oh. That's how I feel about the shrines. Oh, I finally beat Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very
Only
anticlimactic.
took half a year.
Yep. Very anticlimactic, though.
Oh, come on. It wasn't bad.
It was alright. It was just the ending, what you get after battle was cool. I thought the battle was really cool. The way
Yeah.
they hyped it and you actually heard the main Zelda theme when you're in the castle. I was like,
it,
okay, this is
it,
cool.
it was easy, but
The ending
it
left.
was pretty badass. But
And even got the secret
Yeah.
ending if you
The
collect
the
all the
ending
points.
itself
Yeah,
is-
well,
Maybe that's for the DLC.
I actually didn't get it because... Or no, did I?
You're not
I
missing
can't
out.
remember. I think I actually... Maybe... Oh, yeah, I didn't because I didn't turn them in. I just found all 12, and then you're supposed to go talk to
Impa, yeah.
Impa, and then find another one. And I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. I thought I just had to find them. So, like, I found the last one in the castle, and then I went right on to fight. But then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I'm just going to go watch it on
Honestly,
YouTube.
you're not missing anything. 'Cause I
I
saw
watched it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just staring for a minute.
Still a
Oh,
masterpiece.
fun.
He's a beetle. Oh, that's a cool beetle. Oh.
So, Tyler, I see you added this one here.
Yeah, I got a couple news items that we can news about. Steam. Let's talk about some PC gamers. Steam recently released some numbers. They pointed out that they have added 1.5 million users every month for the past 18 months.
We're using a game.
I was
And
involved in that.
That seemed like a giant number.
Yeah, that is pretty massive.
That's worldwide, right?
Yeah, worldwide. They've added 14 million. Currently, they have 14 million concurrent users. In 2008, it was only 8 million. What are you doing?
Oh, it's bugging me. You got a hair there.
Good, I'll get it later.
You gotta get it now.
I like it now.
You good?
I like it there
So
now.
14 million concurrent is like their average daily, what you're saying.
Yeah,
like that.
I believe. Or no, because they have 33 million daily active users.
But
Concurrent would
at
mean
the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
67 million monthly active users. Those numbers just seem like crazy to me. Like, I mean, that's
that's a lot of people
pretty
online.
a
ridiculous.
lot of people. I mean, I don't know how many people are playing on console. We probably should have looked into some of that and
Like Steam
contrasted
console?
it. No, just console.
Well, I do know they've sold about 63 million PS4 or something like that. So that's also a number.
These are also other numbers.
But
check out these charts.
yeah, I was just wondering, like, what do you guys think about, like, do you think people are shifting towards Steam?
I mean, that's been a thing for a while.
I do think it's shown incredible sustainability in the fact that it's kind of the platform to play PC games. You've got the only company that can withstand not putting their games on Steam, Blizzard, and they're kind of the outliers there. Everybody else, if you want to get your game noticed, if you want to get people playing it, you're going to have to put it on Steam, hope that it gets promoted, or pay for it to get promoted. And
plus just playing games at their highest capacities and like.
I mean,
just having an account where you can have all of your games and not
Yeah.
necessarily
Right there,
have to have them all downloaded.
Yeah.
You can uninstall them and say, I might play this
I
later.
don't need
And then whenever you want to play it, just go back into your account and install it again.
It's definitely the most convenient way of gaming.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
hands down.
Take it with you on the go. You have a laptop. Take
Yep.
it. Go to a hotel, play a game. Come back home to your main PC.
So-
You got all your games right there still.
But it sucks when yours doesn't work.
It's okay.
Meh.
So I was thinking of selling my Xbox One
Oh shit, really?
because they're coming out
Dumb.
with the Xbox One S, and I'm
That's not
probably
what I
gonna
mean.
get that when it comes at X.
X.
Xbox One
fuck
X.
the
Oh,
S's
the
already
S is
out.
the S is the
X.
the super cool one.
X.
The same
No,
one.
but yeah, just
same one
because
of the
I haven't
one.
played it in forever, so I figure I might as well sell it, and then I can just put that money towards getting
Something cool.
the X.
There you go. I tried to get the X back. You never want X back.
So if anybody out there, you can find me on eBay.
You had a good low price.
Brapton Seacott.
Brett
Xbox
and
One.
Sika on
Full
on
sale.
eBay.org.
eBay.
And then my other little newsy item I found, Destiny 2 is partnering with Rockstar Energy Drink and Pop-Tarts.
My favorite. Eat those every
Get
morning.
some double XP, some extra XP when you get some Pop-Tarts.
You like diarrhea before 8 a.m.? I know I do.
There's nothing wrong with Pop-Tarts.
And Rockstar
No.
Energy
With
Drink at the
Rockstar?
same time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar. That's a lot
You're
of
not having them
sugar.
at the same
You're gonna be
time.
zooming. And you love
What do you mean not at the same time?
What, you would drink a Rockstar with Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, probably at work.
Any
why
Destiny
not?
fan would.
No, I would
If
not.
it were Fruity Pop-Tarts, not s'mores or
No.
cinnamon,
That's why you gotta freeze them at overnight and wake up in the morning at nice frozen Pop Tarts, and it's like, ooh, it's a little
Oh,
ice
now
cream
you're talking
treat in the
about-
morning.
Frozen
Have you
Rockstar
had the
Pop.
Have you
I'm
had
all
the
about toasted
quesadilla
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts?
No,
What?
The
what the hell?
quesadilla Pop-Tarts? They're
Toaster
actually
strudel?
cheese right in... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's a-
so fucked
That's a
up.
toaster strudel.
Yeah, that's.
I
I
bet
think they
they're
have
cheesy
that.
toaster
They have like
strudels.
breakfast
Breakfast
strudels.
strudels.
That aren't like fruity. It's always sort of deceiving because I bite in, I'm like, oh, this is like gooey fake egg and sausage.
That's what you
That's
get.
sweet
What
berry.
would
What,
you
do you
expect?
think this is some bullshit just to get you to? I mean, it's like the most consumerist
Yeah.
thing ever.
Look what Halo did. Halo did that with
Yeah.
Mountain Dew forever, and Call of Duty. Call of Duty double XP weekends with Doritos.
Yeah, double XP.
If they could partner up with Sierra Nevada or something, I'd be all down with that.
They would, but that would cut half their demographic.
Yeah.
I wish, but they'd be
Or
like,
cause
well,
a lot of...
controversy.
Dogfish
Yeah.
Head and
Or
Destiny
diarrhea.
2 are partnering up. It's gonna be great.
They should have an
Yeah,
adult
it is.
XP, triple XP for
Yeah.
the big boys.
For the big
Exactly.
boys. You went
The
through
people
life.
If you get a 90-minute IPA, you get triple XP.
You have to drink the whole IPA for 90 minutes. The game knows when you're done. It shuts off the
Just
double
an
XP.
IV.
Anyway, as long as they're
Look out
not
the drip.
making it so the fact that you're like leveling up way slow. I mean, I guess they are doubling your XP, so it kind of is. But as long as it's a reasonable,
I wonder if it'll be like
I mean,
inflation,
whatever.
kind of like on the
You're
market.
gonna eat them. You're gonna eat them anyway.
yeah, I can't
So-
blame them. They're making that money.
Yeah,
Making
good for
that
them.
money.
They thought
Good
of it.
good for Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, Pop Tarts are great.
Shout out.
Anyway, one little side
What's your
note
favorite
here
Pop-Tart? Comments
before we
below.
move on to our other topics. The composer from the Dishonored series, as well as a couple Silent Hill games and the Dexter series, died. His name was Daniel Licht.
Oh,
Yeah. And like
no.
after hearing that and then thinking about the music from Dexter, did you guys watch
Yes!
Dexter?
I never saw Dexter.
Okay, and then if you've played Dishonored, like they sound super similar, but in in just a cool way, like that you can like, oh yeah, I can totally see the influence here. And Dexter, if you look at the theme song, is so iconic. He's the minds behind that. So anyway, R.I.P. Just thought I'd mention that.
Sorry, dog.
One love.
So that wraps up Cruising for a Newsin'. We have a new segment to announce. We can't really get into it this week, but we just wanted to let you know, maybe so you could choose to participate in it yourself. It's called GOTM, or Game of the Month. It's where we all decide to pick one particular game to purchase. Most likely going to be a new game. This first one coming up is Pyre, the new
NBA Jam!
He's on fire, dog! Don't beat around the bush, Wiley. Don't beat around the bush.
I played quarters for that game, and it was great.
So it's kind of like the new NBA Jam with a visual novel thrown in there.
It's like Fire Emblem.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a Fire Emblem / NBA Jam / Shin Megami Tensei.
I hope Scottie Pippen's in it.
Yeah. Nah, Derek Bird is going to be your ass.
Derek Bird. Larry Bird.
Yeah, Derek Bird.
Derek Bird.
Like the name of player.
So what we're going to do is we're just all going to play that. We're going to do we're going to start off the game of the month with kind of a real good length discussion about it, and then we're going to check up on it every week after that. Just kind of let you know where we're going on with it. And yeah, so that's the one coming up for August. In September, it's going to be Destiny 2, so stay tuned for that. Coming up next, we've got our usual What We've Been Playing segment. Unfortunately, I can't say that I've been moving out of my comfort zone at all. I'm 87 hours deep into Persona 5, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But unfortunately, I don't have too much new and interesting to talk about, except for that I love this game more than ever now. And it's just so good.
You ran into a twist recently.
I did run into a big twist.
How'd you feel?
I felt
scared, frightened, a little bit confused.
I knew something big was coming just because of how you had hyped it up, and I think it definitely met my expectations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it really was. Like, and it even says like, do you want to save now? Because some serious shit is about to go down.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's literally an hour and a half or so of just nothing but text and nothing but video, just interchanging between the 3D cutscenes and the anime cutscenes and the never-ending text boxes. But I didn't see the twist coming.
That's how twists work.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It was
Sixth
a
Sense.
good one. I should have seen it coming. It was one of those that made sense in retrospect.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
right.
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I got to do it. I'm nowhere close, but
yeah.
I'm getting there one day.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just pretty much excellent. And I'm moving on to new things soon. I'm going to have much more games to talk about. This has just kind of consumed my free time in a way that no game has in quite a while. I haven't put this much time into a single playthrough since Dark Souls 2. So yeah, it doesn't happen much. But anyway, moving on to Pyre. We'll talk about that next week. How about you guys? Anything new to add?
Yeah, not a whole lot. You and me played a little bit of Enter the Gungeon.
We did.
The other day. That's pretty cool. It took us like a little while to figure out how to actually play co-op. Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish there was more like item drops, so you had more options for guns. Because I feel like, I don't know, you really have to like either really strategically plan how you're spending your money, or just be really good at the game.
Mm-hmm. It's a roguelike. It's a top-down roguelike.
In order to survive, because I think there's like 6 different levels that you have to get through before actually.
Yeah, I was looking at the trophies.
Probably
I
more.
Think there's 5 actually. Well, I was looking at the trophies and it says there's like beat level 1 50 times, beat level 2 40 times, beat level 3 30 times, beat level 5 10 times was the last one.
Oh, okay.
So maybe there is some kind of.
Because I know there's like, we looked at the boss list and there's like 14 different bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm pretty sure those are probably random because we like did the first one several times. So,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was cool. I'm somebody that has struggled getting into roguelikes in the past just because I take issue with the permadeath, essentially. I feel bad about the... I just find it hard to get into something that seems like a real grind in order to to progress, and I don't feel like I don't like feeling like my time's being wasted. And I know you do save up, you do power up, and it gets easier, and you can run through faster. And this does seem a game like that. I'm gravitating towards it more so than I have other ones in the past. So.
Mm-hmm. And I really like it because I feel like it's more arcadey in a way. Because I mean, they're basically game overs. Then you just start all over again.
Mm-hmm. That's what roguelikes will do to you. You get really far and then you lose a lot of stuff. But I don't really like games that give you like certain roguelikes like that. They're just like, give you everything, and they're not give you everything, but like go play and then you die. Like I was watching you guys play and you just die and have nothing to show for it. I'm like, I hate that. You can invest like 3 to 4 hours in it and then have nothing to show.
We did have something to show for it.
Does it like get you different levels? Like you go to different.
Well, I have learned that there are shortcuts. We didn't find any of those to where you can skip a level. I've also found out we unlocked the princess. And what did the princess do? Like we saved this one princess.
She you were able to buy weapons and items so that you had the chance of those appearing within the gungeon.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty much just making it so you get better drops. I think you can get heart containers. I'm not 100% about that. Right, they're very limited at this point in the game. Yeah, I so far given it a shot. I got it for $9 on a PSN sale, so I'm definitely gonna go back to it and give it another shot because I dig the gameplay. It's super tight. And the bosses got really clever names.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gun puns from when I saw a bunch of bullet and gun puns.
Ammo-conda.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
I like when they switch it up like that. Another game that's got really crazy boss names, some tricky designs, and actually boss fights is the game that you were playing while they were playing Enter the Gungeon.
The hell was that playing, boy?
You were playing a game with your stuff. It was with cars and a bunch of funny boxes.
A small TV.
I was playing on a little what's the
it's a camper TV.
It's a very small. It used to be in my living room, but it hung under the kitchen drawer. And it just was a small little Ray tube TV. It's
Sony though, so it's good.
Screen.
Yeah, it's probably like a
great resolution though if you're playing those old games.
I was looking over and I was like, that looks pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
For it's as old as me.
It's Sony. What do you expect? But
Brony.
Yeah, played some Crash Team Racing. It's been a very long time since I played that. Noticed how hard that game is.
You also go for everything. Though.
Yeah, it's because you gotta go for the crystals. You gotta go for the CTR. You gotta go for the.
Do they do that like in Tony Hawk? You can collect skate, but it's CTR.
Yeah, basically you
cool.
have to come in.
I was wondering.
You gotta come in first in the race, but C, T, and R hidden through the level, and you gotta find them while also being
Wow, I don't remember that at all.
Gotta get there.
Because that was just in the single player mode, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play that much. I was always just playing against my sister.
Yeah, that's awesome. I never played it when I was younger, but you were saying since you think it was a consensus that Mario Kart kind of borrowed
the fact that Mario Kart, I think it was in Mario Kart 7
when it started.
It might have been one before that, Mario Kart DS. I don't know.
DS or Wii maybe.
What feature are you talking about?
The coins that make your car go faster. You can have up to 10 coins in Mario Kart.
Oh, okay.
Makes your car faster. They use Wumpa Fruit in that. It's the same system.
Is that the same in Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I always wondered what the hell the point of those coins was.
They make your car go faster. And I was like, oh, okay. So, all right, Mario Kart took a little something from this game.
How many max Wumpa Fruits can you have? 10?
10.
Oh, wow, yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I guess they were like, well, we're taking something from you assholes.
Yeah.
Because you obviously ripped us off. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sony Nintendo go at it, just kiss them up.
Then I also played, I know these guys don't care much. Well, this guy cares a little. Played some Pokemon Go because the legendaries were released.
Oh yeah!
And I got all 3 of the legendary birds and a Lugia from Gen 2. But all the birds from Gen 1.
What about Ho-Oh?
He's not out
yet.
So there's just Lugia?
Just Lugia right now.
I got a Lugia.
A prick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a big thing to catch.
But I had a really bad first day playing.
You were really mad. Yeah,
I went 0 for 11 on the first day with all the legendaries. This is like driving around, going from South Hadley to Amherst, to Belchertown, back to Amherst. I'm just I'm gonna fucking freak out.
It's like going to the store and trying to get a certain kind of, like a certain item, but they don't have it. And they're just like, oh, you can check this store.
How do you know where to
look
look in the first place?
exactly. How does that even work?
What?
How do you know where to look in the first place?
We had a Facebook group thing, Amherst, because luckily I'm close enough to UMass. They have like a Facebook. Now we use Slack, which is basically just like a chat.
Oh, it's like a gaming chat. Yeah, it's
and it
kind
has
of
like different
Discord.
different pages. So like you'll post if there's a Tyranitar raid or if there's a Moltres raid or whatever going through. But you'll get alerts for it. People will say what time they want to meet there, and then we'll meet there. Met a lot of really cool people.
That one random guy that pulled up when I went and caught a couple weeks ago. We caught Moltres when Moltres got released. This one random dude just pulls up in his car with his family, his wife next to him. I'm pretty sure a baby in the back, and he just pulls up and looks at Brandon like he knows him.
Yeah,
he's just like,
that's Admiral
"Hey,
Ace.
what you catch?" And I was just like, "What the fuck is this guy?" I was like, "What?"
Yeah. He's Mystic or Instinct,
He
so
is Mystic.
feel bad for him.
He's
Oh, I do feel bad for him.
But
He did something.
yeah,
Nice family.
that's pretty much what I've been doing the last like 3 weeks because week-long event, but for each break.
And Anthony's been playing PC Part Builder.
Yeah, I've been playing Build Your Own Life back together when it falls apart. It's fun.
Playing Second Life. I'm starting over.
Starting over my Second Life account, going full VR. I'm gonna
That's
build a
pretty cool.
house. Yeah, but it's been a struggle.
The concept of Pokemon Go is really cool. The fact that you can meet up with people and that you're getting around, and I know you're driving, but you're getting exercise. It's a good game for...
I mean, for the most part, I would hang around Amherst, and I was getting exercise.
I do have to give
or
it to you.
hanging
The
out in
first
Northampton.
month that it came out, Brandon didn't hang out with anybody. All he did was walk around Amherst Center every day.
That's
he
why
woke
my
up at
dex
9.
is complete, son.
Yep.
Except for Miltank. Fat
Ha
bitch. Ha.
That's what you do one day.
What were you missing?
Miltank.
That's not
Gen
Gen
2.
1.
Gen 2.
It's the cow.
Gen 1 I have all of except for Mew and Mewtwo.
That's all 150? Wow, I didn't even know they were all...
And
Out.
Smeargle. They don't have Smeargle
That's
programmed
Gen
in
2.
yet. For
That's
Gen 2.
Gen 2.
Crazy.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah, the game is that's a chase.
That's cool.
Jeez, Mr. Collectible.
I love it.
So
That-
there's
What
one
are you
now.
gonna do?
Does anybody have any other things they've been playing? Because I want to talk about one news thing that I missed real quick.
I got nothing.
Spill the beans.
Okay, so
Wiley
you know,
Spill 'em.
a game just came out today from the developer Ninja Theory. It's called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. It's a indie game. It's being self-published by Ninja Theory. It's $29.99, all digital. Seems like it's getting pretty good reviews, or very good. It's got over an 80 on Metacritic. IGN gave it a 9. I watched that video review this morning. But anyway, at the beginning of the game, you're given a notification that says, eventually, if you keep dying, you have this like weird black stuff that's on your arm, and it keeps going farther and farther up your arm each time you die.
Oh yeah, I was reading
Oh,
about
cool.
And
this.
by the time it gets to your head, your game
dead.
gets deleted.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
what?
Your
What?
save file gets
That's
deleted.
insane.
Save file gets deleted.
I didn't know that.
That's what it implies.
Well, look out, Dark Souls.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's what it implies. But so it turns out, I'm pretty sure
phony.
that this has been confirmed that is actually not true, and it just does that to ratchet up the suspense, so you feel like your game's gonna get deleted.
That would have been bad.
Because the game's all about this
that's
character.
So cool.
This character's about. The game. The
She gets
character
yelled at a
has
lot.
mental illness. She is schizophrenic, I believe, and is hearing voices throughout the whole game. And that kind of acts as your HUD and radar. You're like, look behind you.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It's got a lot of cool things like that. I definitely want to play this.
If I get schizophrenia.
But anyway, I thought that was pretty ballsy, the fact that they actually implemented that. The permadeath thing, and because it as of this morning, it was like, this game has permadeath. Everybody on Twitter was freaking out, like, I can't believe a game in 2017 is going to make people replay a 7-hour game just because they wanted to make a statement, blah, blah, blah.
Welcome to Fire Emblem. You ever play it?
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so it turns out that it wasn't even true, and people were getting all scared and bitching for no reason. So anyway, I thought that was
That's the internet for you.
a fun story.
But is it actually true that the sludge does build up?
It does build up, but
but nothing happens.
I don't think
when-
it goes all the way up to your
Yeah.
head. I think it just, yeah.
Huh,
So, anyway.
That's pretty cool.
Body paint.
Imagine how intense that would be, though. Like reaching
Yeah,
like
you're
the
on-
end of
you're
it,
on,
and you're
the
like,
last,
Yeah, I know. Being on the
just
last
like,
boss, you're like,
yeah.
I cannot die. Oh, I'm still alive somehow.
Big tumor.
it's almost to the ear.
I wish that people hadn't gone out and spoiled it, but I think they were getting enough backlash.
Yeah,
That they felt like they had to
probably
say
will.
like, we were just fucking with
We
you.
won't sell our game.
Yeah.
It's also only $30.
Yeah,
so.
which is really cool. I think
Yeah,
that
it's-
if it's successful, then we'll see a lot more AAA indies.
It just kind of looked like a playing. I mean, the gameplay we saw, at least when I was watching you guys show it off, it looked interesting, but it also looked like a big hallway that was the game style was like over the shoulder, like Resident Evil 4, but just with the gameplay of Infinity Blade. Like you ever play Infinity Blade?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
with that.
iPad.
But I was like,
I
God
I think the
War.
combat is
Gory.
sort of not a main focus of the game. Like I hear there is. I was watching another gameplay video which showed a different environment. I know it seemed a little dark and dreary and like a little bit repetitive, that one 15-minute clip we were watching at your house, but there are some definite what's the word I'm looking for, variety in the environments later on, and the combat is not a huge part of the game. Like you do it frequently, but it's not a focus. I think it's more so exploration, solving puzzles, and the atmosphere, and just sort of uncovering the mysteries.
like
things
Portal.
that.
Or
Well,
Scooby-Doo.
much less puzzle focused
Scooby-Doo.
than Portal, but yeah. Anyway, so maybe we'll be playing that one this month too. Stay tuned.
Cool.
Yeah, who knows?
So part of it.
All right. Well, I think that should wrap it up.
Should we wrap it up?
I think
All right.
so.
So this is our new, more
nothing.
concise Level with You show. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have more content coming to you regularly from now on. Please play along with us with our game of the month this month. It's Pyre. We'll have discussions for that up until we move on to our next game of the month.
Let us know if we should play any other specific games in future months.
Yes,
yeah, in
exactly.
the comments, write what you like, what you don't like. And if you like us, subscribe. Maybe like the video. That'd be pretty sweet. If you don't, we don't want you. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But please.
Yeah, if you like the video, thumb it
Come
up.
on.
If you didn't,
Come
thumb it
on.
down. It's cool. We'll survive.
All right. This has been the Level with You show. Thanks for watching.
Miss you, love you, bye.
Have a good night.